Welcome everybody to the round table, brought to you by Lzuruha. I'm your host, Daddy Peanut 3D, here with Chap Daddy 65 and Carnage 64. How you guys doing today?
Good.
I'm doing good, man. How you?
I'm good. We're going to go over our recent victory over just a specific team of whores that came down to really percentage of destruction. Now, Carnage is going to go over all this stuff for us because he's really good at that. Go ahead and lead us into it, bud.
All right. Well, yes, indeed, we did have a very close match against Team HORE, and it came down to total destruction, Dan, which is a first for us. Usually it's by a star or two, but this was a very close fight. So the first thing I want to look at is we're going to go right into Miss Fortier's attack on their number 9, which is their second attack. So let's go ahead and take a look at it really quick. It's a very odd base, chap.
Yeah, it's kind of weird just seeing everything sprinkled about.
What do you think? I think the reasoning is just to try and get all the soldiers to attack those resources and stuff outside, but it seems a lot of them are out of range that they could pick them off anyway.
Right, it's definitely a small defense in the end, but it's nice to see that she's at least going for the buildings first, getting those builders out of the way.
Oh yeah, well, what she also did is she immediately baited the dragon out, because the way this guy has his base set up, I think she plopped an archer literally right next to the clan castle, right behind the gold resource there. Or yeah. Just because with the way it goes is you're not allowed to drop units too close to buildings, but he has it so spread that it was like, hey, I can do this, and then she was able to take out the dragon, and I don't think this base has anything to even counter the level 5 dragon she has, no matter what, so.
You know what it's looking like.
Yeah.
Air defense is lacking.
Well, in these lower town halls, you don't get much anti-air. I think you had like 1 or 2 bits of anti-air, and they can only be upgraded so much.
Just seems kind of weird seeing all those ground units just slowly getting mowed down while the dragons, taking care of business.
Yeah, and she's not even using her archers. She's so, she knows it's over. She's still got 31 archers just sitting there. I think, though, she is starting to realize that, hey, I'm going to run out of time here. Because if you remember, these fights are timed, so you got to get this done quickly. So she's like, at this point, pulling an oops, maybe I should have went a little bit faster. And we got 30 seconds left, so I'm curious to see just how close this was. The dragon's doing work for sure, but yeah, it's a slow-moving unit.
Overall, though, pretty nice spread with the archers.
Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, this was really close.
Dang.
Does this... Oh my god, this came down to cutting it a little closer?
1 second.
Whoa!
1 sec. Wow.
Alright,
now, to be fair, the only thing we don't know is how much battle time it was, because the replay is always going to go down
you
to
know
just
what?
the last.
That is a good point, Dan. I didn't think about that. That is a very good point.
But that fight took a long time.
Yeah,
that was probably pretty close.
It would be really cool if they put into their replays both things, the time of the replay and how much time they had on the attack. That is a very good point, Dan. I didn't think about that. So I do stand corrected if she had plenty of time left over, but man, that seemed close just in my mind. But very good attack all around. There was no chance that wasn't going to work. So now the next big attack that we did, this was a very important attack, Dan, and I'll explain why. Their number 7 had some pretty good anti-air defense, and I personally messed up my potions. I tried to kill 2 at once instead of just killing 1, and I ended up killing neither. So when my dragons finally came out, they went all the way around the anti-air, so all 3 were just wailing on me, and I did a terrible attack on this guy. And then Chap gave it a shot. He 86'd it, but didn't get a 3-star, and so did Penguin, our number 4. So Skak, our number 6, went and got their number 7 to 100%, and this was a huge win for us. If we didn't pick up this star, we probably would have lost the war. So let's take a look at it right now. So Chap, tell me how you fought this base, because you did a lot better than me.
Yeah, still sticking with my max dragons, just trying to figure out the best way to get out and remove those anti-airs, especially like how Skak's doing.
Yeah, he has 3 lightning potions, which in hindsight is probably something I should have done.
Right. I mean, I'm still just trying to stick with the rage, trying to get the max DPS out, but I definitely need to start working on more lightning potions.
Yeah.
As far as, you know, his strategy, it was basically just a different angle. From
he did go a completely different way than I did, and I think it's a much better one than I did, because he was able to keep them clumped together a lot better than I did.
He kept him clumped, and he went immediately for the clan castle too.
Yeah,
just trying to get that out early.
And luckily for him, though, the clan castle was empty, probably from a prior attack, so that also made this a lot more efficient.
Yeah. Everything else just seems to come down with a wall of fire, really.
You know, and looking at this, I have the same kind of composition that he does. I could have done the exact same thing if I just knew a little bit better and I didn't screw it up. So it's very nice to see the right way to do it after you basically screwed up, because there was a good chance that my attack on 7 would have lost us this war.
Yeah, I was definitely hesitant because I knew going in it was going to be very close, at least with my attempt, because I didn't have near enough potions to handle this. Yeah,
this is still a very close thing. That anti-air there is pretty crazy still. I'm wondering though, do you know, Chap, if you have 3 lightning potions, do they stop doing damage after 2, or can you do all 3 and hit the same tower buildings?
That I'm not entirely sure of. I've barely been able to use 2 lightning potions, let alone 3, so that's a bit out of my knowledge.
Well, I'm gonna spend a couple of just normal attacks while I'm raiding, and to test it, because if I did 3 lightning potions and did the exact same hit that I did with them, I might have been able to take out 2 of those anti-air ones. So I just want to double check, because he had those anti-air fairly clumped together that you could hit both of them with a single lightning spell. But very good attack, very solid, and I think this was what really tipped it in our scale and secured that big star that we needed. And it was very close too.
That was crazy.
Yeah,
that was pretty close too.
Yeah. Very close.
Yeah, he almost lost a couple dragons. He got a couple lucky paths there that was very nice. That really secured that for him.
Very much so. Okay, another very big attack that we had was JJ, our number 3 on their number 4. So that'll be replay 1. Let's take a look at this. This is a 3-star, a very important 3-star on their number 4.
Whew, very intimidating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me especially, because this is a much better base than mine. It's got I'm almost here. I don't have the wizard towers all leveled and everything yet, but so that was interesting.
My walls don't look like that.
No, not yet. Yeah, you're kind of you got to do a lot of catching up, Dan. So different here though is JJ is using more of a ground army, which I think he's done in the past. So I think he's more of a ground person, which is a nice mix-up to see, not just all dragons in this bracket.
Oh yeah.
That big bomb really did a number. Oh, nice dodge on that big bomb for a majority of those Valkyries.
Man, while those mortars are just going to town, I mean, he still has a ton of reserve left. Using all those rage potions.
Yeah, he does, and he's still got his archer queen as well. And so look, he's hanging on to his archer queen and 4 healers. So his strategy is use all this stuff right now, and whatever's left, he's gonna archer walk.
Wow.
And that's a perfect strategy, I think, for this, because look, his archer queen is level 15. You drop 4 healers down there, and you just can't die. And it looks like he figured, okay, my units are strong enough; they will survive. So let's just drop the archer queen and healers anyway, because we're good here.
he technically had 3 separate waves with the mages first, with the range walker going in, and then he also had a set of Valkyries that were going in and side sweeping at the same time the archer came in.
Yeah.
That is genius in my opinion.
Yeah, very good attack and very different from what we're able to do. I like it. I like the difference, and it's a very solid attack. And JJ's been very solid in all the clan wars so far. So that was a huge 3-star.
Yeah, definitely
right.
good contender.
So the last one I want to look at here, Dan, is a very strong attack by our number 1 Dizzy against their number 1 TJ. It was so close to a 50%. She did say that she should have gotten it, so I want to see what happened there. But it was a very, very close hit, and this is a tough base to crack.
Good God.
Yeah, that is complicated.
Oh, but she was able to drop. See, there's the way the patches are in this. She's able to drop a few units to bait out some stuff. So she was checking where some traps might be, and she baited out a big anti-air trap at the start there. So that was smart.
Fan reinforcements coming in, taking the majority of the brunt before the dragons get in. That's nice.
Yeah. That anti-air was doing some good work, though.
Yeah.
Her dragons are sweeping pretty damn well.
She's holding off as much as she can before bringing in the heroes.
Yeah, those air sweepers, though, are really annoying.
Yeah, not only the pushback. Oh,
yeah. It also messed up the pathing a little bit for her, I saw. Just a tad bit.
Yeah.
Like those guys in the top left corner, I don't know if she would have wanted them to be around there or to be kind of grouped up with the group that was just there.
She still has 1 dragon left though. That's kind of confusing.
And the heroes.
Yeah, so it's probably going to be her second wave. Her plan was used in a second wave type situation.
Okay, so she's got her minions dropped.
Yeah, the minions are hitting right now.
Oh, she just primed her heroes, so their abilities are now active. She's getting ready to drop those.
Roger that.
Okay.
Now she decided to go up to the north with it because I think she's going for the town hall and hoping that the units down below would have cleaned up enough percent so that killing the town hall would have been 50 and a 2-star.
Okay. Wow, for a level 16 king, you'd think that he'd do a lot more damage against the wall.
Yeah, that was so close. Look at the health of that Inferno Tower. That was really close to being a 2-star and would have secured the victory. But it was very, very close, but still a very solid attack, I think. And it's really cool to take a look at those high-level attacks, I think.
Yeah, definitely a lot to learn.
Alright, Dan, so what I got for you now is our defense is what came in and won it for us. Because as you can see, on our defense, everybody below number 3 got 3-starred. We got whomped. So this was up to number 3, 2, and 1. And their defenses was very good, especially our number 1. But I want to take us to start with on JJ's defense. So let's take a look at that. This is against their number 2.
Well, that guy brought a lot of stuff for him.
Yes, wow. He did. This is a ground attack, so JJ is experienced with how ground attacks work. So let's see how his defense manages against it.
So he's just thinking.
Yeah.
he's got his potions done, now he's figuring it out.
Yeah. Dropping the golems, okay.
Taking the brunt, bringing in the mages, okay. Now bringing in some
dropping the
Pekkas.
Pekka Knights.
Nice.
Oh my, those are some tanky units.
The beasts.
Now, in all of JJ's ground army, I don't think I saw any Pekkas.
I don't think he had any.
No, he had golems and wizards and other things.
Yeah.
Now he's just unloaded everything except everything's unloaded now. So the guy's used everything that he has except for 1 healing potion left.
It looks like he was just hoping to at least get the town hall, that type of attack.
Yeah. So this attack might have been with the goal of a 2-star at the time, but very, very close.
That lava hound ability, I keep forgetting. Splits into minions.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's like little tiny tiny ones that have less HP, but it's still very annoying.
Yeah.
But as I thought, his defense is pretty good against ground.
It's definitely a solid defense.
Like he knows what. Like it's not even that close really. So very good. That was I would say barely a 2-star. So barely a 2-star on that.
That could have been pretty close. I mean,
Yeah.
that would have been a little bit different. That would have been a 1-star easily.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So good defense by JJ. Now let's take a look at Sexy Penguin's defense against their number 1. Let's take a look at it right now.
The
Right.
Sexy Penguin.
So Sexy Penguin is also a Town Hall 9. So, and I think their number 1 is a Town Hall 10. So this is a good defense to get a 2-star. You would theoretically expect a Town Hall 10 to 3-star Town Hall 9, but it's not that easy anyway. It's easy to say, but not easy to do. Alright,
So
so...
he's got 28 of those minor dudes.
Yeah, I remember when their number 1 in our last war, which was a Town Hall 11, I think. Maybe a Town Hall 10, used those against me, and I was able to 2-star because of a giant bomb that they all ran into. So I'm not so much sure how I like those digger guys. They sound good, they look good on paper, but the last 2 attacks I've seen them in, they seem to get clumped up easily and die to a trap.
Yeah.
I've actually yet to see them in action, so this is actually really interesting to watch.
Oh, that's right, you were with us last week when we went over that video. But yeah, they attacked my base with them. What they do is they burrow under the walls to the next defensive structure.
Huh.
Yeah. This is chaos, man.
Wow. It's so much mountain damage.
I don't even see where the diggers are anymore. Did they all die?
I think they instantly... Well, probably...
Oh, there's some to the left.
Oh, there's some on the left.
Oh,
You
yeah,
know
there
what?
are.
I think those 2 bombs by the crossbow, I couldn't really see because there was so much going on the screen. There were 2 giant bombs by the crossbow. I think they dug under to hit the crossbow, and exactly how I was able to defend these guys, it destroyed them instantly.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know if I like those diggers as that much as a unit.
They're definitely interesting. I'll have to inquire more about those.
Yeah. That was a very solid defense. Again, not even close to being a 3-star, so that was good. That really helped us a lot. Alright, now the biggest defense that we had, this is huge. This is what officially won us the game. Was Dizzy's defense of a 1-star against their number 1. So let's take a look right now.
That base, though.
Yeah. Yeah. So now this guy's going ground 2.
Huh.
So, very different from her dragon maneuver. But I just look at this base and I go, I don't know how ground would do a lot of damage. I really don't know. So let's take a look. And it just doesn't seem like there's a lot of units. There's like 7 mages, 2 knights, a couple golems. Doesn't seem like a whole lot. And you know what? His barb and his archer queen are not even that high level. If I'm looking at it right, it looks like level 8 and level 6. That seems very low to me.
The bulk of his army is all based upon Valkyries, really.
Yeah.
With the P.E.K.K.A.s as
And they're just and they all got blown up by that giant bomb too.
Wow.
They took so much damage. And look at her hero units. Level 16 and level, I think, 20 on the archer queen.
Yeah, I think our archer queen.
So that was some good defense there from the hero units. But this is close. They're getting close to the town hall.
Yeah.
Those Inferno towers, though. Oh my god.
Yeah, those are strong.
Just melting them. Oh my goodness. Yup. Very good defense. The Barbarian King didn't even have to really get into play there too much. And he's got 2 archers left over, like, huh.
They're gonna
Look
come
at
in
this, guys.
And he drops it down. Like, oh, I don't know what he's doing here. Oh, he's gonna get the last 2%, the other 2%. I'm gonna fast forward through this as he's hitting this dark spell factory. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I think he knew he bungled that. So very solid D, and that's what officially won us the match, I think, Dan. And I can't emphasize enough, we won due to overall destruction. So we had 2% more destruction than they did.
That's close, man.
Very close, but a very
Think of
fun
how many
war.
buildings and stuff are in all
Yep.
these bases, and to see 2% difference.
Yep, and it was a very good learning experience for us. I messed up my potions. One of Penguin's attacks, he forgot to use potions at all. So there are a few tweaks. I think some nerves there, and I will admit I was nervous on hitting the number 7 because it was very good on anti-air. I think I could have done it better, and I will be practicing to see if I can make those better hits late in a future war, but very close.
Exactly. I'm definitely going to start integrating more healers and see what works as a good air combo for that.
What I do believe is, I think Tasha told me that healers do not heal dragons, is what I heard, but I don't know. You'd have to just double check with Jared or Tasha, just, you know, through our guild chat and see what they say.
Yeah.
Because I don't know the answer to that.
I'll definitely experiment and figure out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah. That's all I got for you, Dan.
Well, yeah. This has been another episode of the Roundtable. Chav, you got anything to add before we sign off?
Just always more to learn. You can never not stop learning.
This is true. I never thought a game like this could be this complicated, but
It's simple but complicated.
Right.
After I bungled my potions, I kind of got a little bit of a well-deserved tongue lashing because all I had to do was look at their max HP and then calculate a % for my earthquake spell and my lightning potions, and then I would have known the answer to the question. And instead I bungled the attack. So there is a lot to learn. It is fairly complicated, but it also is a math game at the end of the day.
Well, also at the end of the day, it's fun.
It's very fun. I've been enjoying
Plain and
this.
simple.
I've been enjoying this thoroughly.
Yes.
yeah, me too. I don't get much into mobile games, but I'm definitely enjoying now that I'm kind of learning what these upgrades do and everything. It's getting to be a lot more fun.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, on that note, guys, it's been Daddy Peanut 3D.
Ben Carter 64.
Chap Daddy 65.
We'll see you guys in a few days. Have a good night.